Nanti kita akan bicara tentang ni hari malam ini kita akan bahaskan topik topik trial. Trial sebenarnya dalam area 6 ini ada benda-benda yang kita katakan kelas list yang kita amat masak amat masak maksudnya kita sudah tahu terutama kelas list seperti yang disebutkan selalu kita guna AOC dan sebagainya kan. Any other colours sebenarnya dia dalam salah satu kita cakap trial hari ini kita nak cerita trial. Nak spelling pun lidah kena pusing sikit okey. Hari ini kita akan guna sedikit sketch dan dalam trial ini kita akan sebut-sebut benda-benda yang berkenaan kelas-kelas yang berkenaan, dan dalam handbook tu mungkin ada berbeza sedikit dengan apa yang kita akan bahaskan hari malam ini, sebab terutama kita katakan dari function show mungkin tidak, tapi local com tempatan di Malaysia mungkin ada perbezaan sedikit, tapi benda-benda ni kita akan nanti akan secara kita akan cerita dan bahaskan secara detail okey. Anda sudah sedia? So nampaknya kita sudah
cikgu.
Dah okey, dah start dah masuk, dan ada yang tak masuk pun okey sebab kali ini kita terbuka kali ini kita kali ini kita buat secara terbuka, ada broadcast di Facebook juga. So alamak, apa benda ni? Okay.
Teacher Bobby, are you sharing anything?
I'm clicking.
Okay.
I'm doing try to do the sharing now. Nanti saya akan cek dengan anda sama ada nampak atau tidak. Sekarang saya sedang buat screen sharing.
We can see it.
Wait Can you see it?
Yes.
All right. So actually this one, if you want to find, I will try to ask you to refer to the handbooks. It's nothing special, nothing very new, but it's under chapter 9 in the handbooks. So if you want to know what page is it, it's 177, page 177. So right now we're going to start. So basically what is in this special exhibit, in the handbook it called special exhibit, means adding the new things in the new things for what probably is not in the handbooks yet, and some in the handbooks but it's not really in the regular class or in the so-called in the regular class and sometimes this trial doesn't mean it's a very new things, or is maybe the first thing in the world, or just a new trade, or etc. Some of the things are actually is not in the market trends. For example, the regular shows, you don't have enough entry for that particular trade or particular fish or particular colors or etc. It's never been provided or seldom been provided. So that's why they put it under trial. Trial is sometimes is actually in the old ways we always say it's a new things. We use it to do the new thing and try on it. Yeah, some of them is actually we try not only on because it's a new thing, but it's a new or new classes in the show. So in the word of try is actually is try in the many sense. Is probably for the organizer is a trial for sometimes the trial is we put it under the trial also because in the before that or the previous based on the records you have the entries which is quite overwhelming. Sometimes it's not overwhelming, but they have enough entry to make it the number for competition for that particular class. Yeah. So sometimes you have the 5 entries. Let's say that you have the 5 entries for whale tail, and you 5 entry for certain fish or 10 fish. Enough to get the class to run in a show. Yeah. So that's a common what we have seen commonly in the show, including the sanction show also. Yeah. So today's apart from that, we also try to explain to you some of the things that seldom, which is pop up or seldom been organized in the sanction show, or also sometimes also in the local show. Yeah, that's why I put it here. Visit. This is how we're going to explain. That's why in the handbook they call it special exhibits. Exhibits means you have to exhibit the things or not. Or you wanna get if you want that. Exhibit the things, you can get it on the trial and you can try it, right? So sometimes this kind of things, what happened in this kind of thing, because it's new things, it's not in writtens, etc. Then the judging can be very difficult. Yeah, judging can be difficult. So we have to be proactive. By the way, we have to be proactive because since they try to create as much platform or understanding or mutual understanding and trying to synchronize it, before the competition, pre-competition stage or during competition stage. Yeah, and maybe the first time you're doing that not so well, but the subsequent competitions or subsequent events that you can probably have a better frequency among the jars, etc. This is we can get it from maybe from the failures and maybe from the success also. Yeah, so we try to gather so-called experience. And by the way, if you so far I've encountered those new things, so-called the new things or new colors in IBC itself is I will find it is still stick to the core understanding of the handbooks. In the IBC handbooks, it doesn't run away too much. So, by the way, this is more, I refer to the color variations. Yeah, what happened to the form variations that will remain unknown at the moment, except to certain trait, for example, Dumbo, big pectorals. Yeah, those we know already. And the short fins, maybe the short fin count, CTPK, etc. That's considered we have the written standard for them. So it's not much a problem at all. Yeah. So by the way, I try to explain one by one. Yeah. So this is a new, we can get it like, for example, this is a special exhibit trial. Maybe you want to get, hey, I want to show the fish in pair. Is it okay? Yes, why not? Yeah, so it's a new trait. New trait means you can go for color, and new trait go for form. Yeah, that's why we call it variation in the colors, the variations of forms. Yeah, so again, that's why we like to get you involved one by one, slowly. Yeah, this is a try. Yeah, so we split it to the color variations and form variations and group. You want to play in a group, okay? And of course, recently people asking me, how about the so-called, what is it? Oh, cacat. Cacat in Malaysia is those handicap, those missing parts, or the fish, a cull fish. In IBC, I don't think so. Yeah, the form variation is actually not referring to the cacat. Here I'm answering your question. So the form variation is actually, you can refer to the certain parts that I will go to the subsequent page, then I will explain to you. Okay. So we have the color variations, color variation also, yeah, and color variation. I think we has explained this before in the so-called the AOC sessions, etc. And we will go to in the more details in the later, yeah. But this is this session we're going to explain in the more basic way, yeah, to get the core understanding of basic way. The color variations, it can be a lot of people's misunderstand the color variation. They thought it, oh, the color variation is a roja, is a mixing of patterns. They always refer to the pattern fish and special patterns, which is not described in the handbook, etc. But sometimes color variation is not limited to the pattern. Yeah, it can be solid. It can be solid. Yeah, it can be solid. A solid color, for example, the day we in our webinar group, the WhatsApp group, there's a guy, a breeder show, he's so-called what? Pink or purple, I can't remember, pink, maybe pink or purple color fish. That's is not the patterns, yeah, it's a solid color fish, which is currently you don't have it, yeah, you don't have it in the class list. So yes, that why you can show it, yeah, you can show it in your so-called in the show. But if you refer strictly to the so-called handbooks, you refer to the handbooks, it's better that you can label it. Actually, they ask you to label it. Yeah, if you don't label it, sometimes you can't. The judge don't know what you are showing and the special about that. And because why? Some of your fish the handbook doesn't include your fish specifications. That's why you have to help your own fish and try to label it and explain it well. So in the subsequent page also we will touch about this. Okay, this is for a long time, yeah, where we have this so-called color variations, yeah. Sorry, the Dumbo, the large pectoral. So-called this, you can see the about the standard itself. I don't want to explain it too much because it's quite a standard. And this is the thing. If you look at the faults, right? If you look at the faults, you can't compare it. You can't take it for granted, or like, oh, pectoral is, oh, Bobby explained it before. Pectoral fins are not important. So in this case, it's different because this is a trial. This is a special class with the written standards. Man, the focus is on the pectorals. Yeah, the pectorals means if you need to follow what has been described there. It's not, then okay, sorry for you, because the fish, the pectoral, because of too narrow, not broad enough, then you got this so-called major fault, etc. Yeah. So this is you see point number 6. Yeah, I just explained point number 6 there. You see, sometimes people this is I explain here is trying to explain that the misconceptions or misunderstandings on common players about the fish. Yeah, Sometimes people, hey, the pectorals, because it's a big or large pectorals, right? We should get it as big as possible. Yeah, we should get it big, and we want it to be big. The max and big, so-called no max, as big as possible. Yeah, in IBC, if you look at that, they have certain measurements on the size on almost everything. Yeah, this is called specification. There's no such thing on maximum or no maximum on. You want to get it as big as possible and big until cannot see the fish or what, etc. In IBC, they always specified it, the size of it. So, for example, you can look at this, the point number 7. Yeah, more than 2/3 of the body length is actually a major fault. You see, and again, you get it too small, also major fault. Yeah, for example, less than 1/3. Yeah. So actually, the ideal size is about half of the body length. Yeah. That's why I just say 50%, 50%, etc. Yeah. If you look at that, they require a certain size. Okay. So we go for the next. Yeah. This is just how I ask you to refer to the page in the handbook. That's chapter 9. All right. Okay, chapter 9 is a lot of people say, okay, I get it. Like, for example, we have group pair, right? The pair here. Okay, group pair doesn't mean that you can put any pair on the fish. Yeah. Again, it's a okay, the pair is a compatible or matching pair for breeding, for example, which is I think showing here. Okay, but again, breeding, any fish can be breeding, any fish. Yeah, maybe the red male with the blue female also can breed. Okay, here it doesn't mean that. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to compatible in terms of all the things. Okay, that's why it's show here. Everything. Yeah, form, colors, finish, everything. All right, they have to match. Okay, and one thing that, okay, this is, I think you can read it. I don't need to explain too much. Yeah, so see, you can read what is not permitted because of the color, because of the fins, etc. Yeah, this is all unmatched pair. Okay, what is unmatched pair? You have to go through one by one. So we're not going to go through here, so we don't waste time. So this is in your handbook. Yeah. So basically, the sizing, everything, yeah, the form, the sizing, everything is very paramountly, materially, very important. Yeah, very important. So this is again, that's why we want to show the pair. But by the way, the judging. Sorry, I'm not familiar with it. You look at this, okay? What does this mean? Okay, just like I say, the color have to match, the form have to match, the condition of the fish, yeah, the sizings, the color, everything, yeah. But except genetic, yeah, we don't care. All right. Let's say your black female is not fertile. We don't care whether it's fertile or not fertile, as long as the color match with the male. The male is black, the female is black. Okay, that's it. Okay, it's a matching. All right. So in terms of genetic, we don't care. It's infertile fish. All right. So that's it. Simple as that. So now we go the new trait. Why this time requires by the, I think it requires by the some of you guys. on the try, because in area 6 we are very aggressive on the area 6 on the so-called the new fish and new traits, new colors. Yeah, is particularly, I think we have a lot of breeders here in these areas, and also I like personally I like that, because this show that you guys are very innovative. Yeah, so we have to go further on this so-called, you see, a new trait and new colors. New trait, new colors. Okay, so we want to show you the new new trait, new colors. Okay, for example, just now I mentioned that you're actually the things that you have very new, and you want to show it as something like let the people to understand the special about the fish that is not available in the markets, or not available by other breeders yet. You created it, or etc. Then we encourage you, label it. Okay. Okay, label it. Yeah, and even the handbook also show you how to label the fish. Okay, but in area 6, I think the the participants sometimes they are very confused. Even though they are aggressive at doing the breedings, etc., but in terms of paperwork, in terms of entry, in terms you ask them to fill in the form, then they are getting blurred. All right. So we always encourage the so-called the organizer open and helping desk, means helping the participants. Yeah, and this thing you see here. Okay, as this thing is so-called, we are more strict on the wild betta side, but on the show betta about the labeling, etc., we are not used to it. We don't have this culture yet, but we encourage people to go for it. If you really have the good fish, and you want people, the judge, to pay attention to it, your fish, then please label it. Yeah, label it properly. Yeah. That's why in online show, especially you see in online show, as we always advise in the review, the judging review, then we advise the players, don't try to hide your so-called your fish shortcomings or your fish fault, etc. It's no use you hide that, because why? We want to see the things clear. If you can see your fish clearly, means we have the confidence to avoid your fish with accordingly, and fought your fish and avoid it accordingly, because no fish is perfect. You don't need to to hide here, try to use the photography or videography trick or etc. That will it doesn't help actually. Yeah, if you look at it, sometimes the things, it's not focused, or the picture is not focused, etc. That's actually you don't do your fish a justice. Okay, right. So anyway, this is we are going to go through a little bit by bit, and people, if you don't you want to go deep into it, maybe we have the Q&A sessions. Yeah, and so-called here you see the form. Yeah, the special form, special colors, all under trial. Yeah, it's actually just now I mentioned the form variation and color variations is almost cover almost already, except those pair. This is a kind of like we say it's a special things you want the organizer want to to do. But I will tell you it's not a popular thing to do by the organizer, but if organizers choose to do, they can do it under trial. All right. So the form variations, you see, just now is the color variation, the form variation, you see. You see the label. All right. All right, the fuse tail, hard tail, triple tail. Yeah, you want people to put attention on your fish, right? The special treat. Yeah, you can put it. Yeah, I can tell you, currently in Malaysia we have a trial class. We have the form variations. Yeah, yeah. I think double tape plakat you don't need lah. Yeah, you want. It's too common here. Yeah, we have a regular class for it. Okay, and maybe this is a commonly in the handbook is probably for cover the worldwide in certain area. For example, certain area are not so used to the double tip plakat yet. It's a different because it's But for us, the double tip plakat is very common. Is probably not under trial anymore. Okay, so we encourage you to label for the area 6. Yeah, if you don't, we give you a bonus. And so far, so-called, if you want to DQ it properly, you want to enforce it, you want to encourage organizer or the show chair to announce this, because not all the players are familiar with all details in the handbook, IBC handbooks. So you see, the guideline, is there are so much unclear informations, not only to the players. Player want to try, etc. But in this in so-called this trial, some of the things are getting very subjective. I can tell you, yeah. But again, subjective is one thing, but subjective they cannot always they cannot win a grand champion, etc. in IBC, because why? Is never this kind of fish appear in a regular class. All right, only regular class can win the GC, in IBC. Why? Because GC they have a written standard, they have been I would say a complete and according to the compliance of this standard handbook. So no matter what, and the basic is the core understanding, we still have to get the things to compete in a fair manner, in a professional manner. So here, I just want to highlight some of the things, and you can see that the double tail is on the top there. But if you look at that, they have a more trial. And again, I will encourage a lot of people, especially in the area 6. In Malaysia, we are getting. I'm going to recommend here. Put it here. We're going to do some the big fin. Big fin HMPK, and we encourage people to fight for KCT. Maybe you can say, oh, the KCT you should fight in a normal, so-called the normal crown tail, etc. But I can tell you the KCT, if you fight in a normal cups, it's a bit difficult, because this fish is kind of it's another level of challenge, to get it with a uniform spread, uniform spacings, etc. Due to the nature of this kind of fish, the development. So we encourage people to go for this, in the form variation also. And the big fin HMPK, what's the difference with big fin HMPK? Here, Normally, the normal PK in the handbook is the fin is 1/3 of the body length. Okay, big fins we ask for 50% of the body length. Yeah. But again, we don't encourage you to go beyond that. Yeah. Again, just now I mentioned like the pectorals, the big pectorals or the dumbbell. Yeah. Yeah, you can do it big, but not so-called unlimited big, right? Or huge. Yeah. Because in the standard, they always have the dimension or specification or so-called the measurement. Yeah. It just seem like, you know, the car you want to buy 18-inch, then you want it 18-inch, not 16-inch, not 17-inch, or not 19-inch. You want it 18-inch, then comply with 18-inch. The seller has to comply with 18-inch. Okay, so that's it. So simple as that. That's why here in the specification in the handbooks, let's say they want it half, then this is the things that you should go for. Okay, for example, the normal PK in a handbook is 1/3 of the body length. Then the big fins we encourage you, maybe in the future in a so-called form variation here. Yeah, we can put it 1 or 50% of the body length. Okay, yeah, not like 1-to-1, 1-to-1. Why we say not getting too big? Because if you get it too big, 1-to-1, that is what? That is half moon territory already. Then how to call your fish shark fin? How you call your fish plakat? Yeah. So there's a territory of half moon already. Yeah. So that's why we have the measurement on this. So this is the info I can release to you that our combs in Malaysia that we are having form variations, yeah, where this kind of fish you can try to enter it, and as long as you can't find it in other classes, you can try it here. Don't worry, yeah, don't worry. All right. If they really don't understand, you can kiasu a bit and you can label it also. Label it, yeah. We encourage you to label it, yeah. Because form variation, why? Form variation, macam-macam, all sort of fish, all sort of forms, yeah. You want people, save the judge to think, wow, what fish is that? So you can label it. No so-called no actually you make it clear to everyone. So the laboring is one thing. Laboring is one thing that we want to teach so-called the coming players. This is kinda a new tips actually for Area 6. I don't think any Area 6 players will do this laboring except Betta. Yeah. Try developments and form and finish. Okay, this is very common actually. This form and finish is very common. Yeah. If you look at the competitions, is always in a balanced situations where in a form variation you can beat it anyone as long as fish have got a good form. We never because the judge never see the colors. But when your fish is the winner of that particular class over the divisions, when they go out from their territory, form and finish territory, then again they have to go against other and fight with other classes or other division fish. Same, the CF, the color fault is applicable in that case, yeah, in that stage. Here, special note, you see the color enter in this class will not move or disqualified for misclassification. Yeah, they just remain there. Yeah. For the judge, please don't look at the color. Never look at the colors. Yeah. Be mindful, be very, very careful, especially in your scorecard. Your scorecard, or here in Malaysia, we call it report card. Yeah. Never put any fault on the CF in these divisions. Yeah, it's very misleading. Okay. So this is again the bottom one. They have the art, photography, yeah, and you can see also the illustration, craft, etc. Yeah. So by the way, I'm going to show you the things. Okay. I'm stopped sharing now, so we're going to open up soon. Yeah. Okay, there's. I'm looking at the question now. Yeah, I'm looking at the question now. Okay, first question. Yeah, we need a contact person for payment registration and special conversion peso to RM. Yes. John. If possible, if you want to join, let's say the competitions, we encourage one handler from your side. Let's say you're from Philippines, we have the handler. Yeah, so I think you can contact this show chair, respective show chair. Yeah, John. Because you can WhatsApp him also. The show chair is here. Decade. And another one, Yan, 270-degree tail. Yes, why not? Just go in the form variation, yeah, form variation. Go in there, yeah, don't worry, yeah. But so the fish can swim normally. Don't let the form destroy their normal abilities. Yes, Cairo, exactly. Yeah, you can enter the fish, but again, your fish, no matter how the form of so odd or so special, etc., at the end, you still have to look at the basic things. Is it healthy? Is it a sickness? Or is it so-called any so-called deteriorating traits, or the so-called the departments? So we have to look at all this. Yeah. E-point. Yeah, KCT. If you are confident about, you see, if you are confident about your KCT can make it in a normal class, go for it. Go for it, no problem. Yeah. If you don't have, because a lot of KCT, I can tell you, it doesn't have this so-called capacity to fight with the normal KCT in normal circumstances. Why? Because this is a faulting system. It's a faulting system means when your fish are so complicated, they are exposed to more detailed faultings. You get what I mean? Detailed faultings means what tells during my presentation just now, I mentioned it. Maybe the spacings, maybe the webbing, maybe the branchings, maybe the uniformity, or the so-called the ray, is it all cross, etc. You had a concern on that. Yeah. So, the fish may have the disadvantages. So this is the thing. Yeah. But in a trial, why I talk like that just now? If your fish is confident to go and can fight, the spacings, everything, the colors is okay, everything is okay, yeah, just go for it in a normal regular class. Why? Because that class you can win big. What is win big? You can win big is mean you can go and win the GC, General Best of Show. All right. Why? If you go in the trial classes, very sorry for you, you can win, but to certain limit only. Yeah, but not to the top prices, because you're in the optional. All right. So the KCT, including in the so-called in the handbooks, does it mention KCT? How many cross you need to have, etc.? Don't have, right? That's why I say you can try. You the choice is up to you. It depends how good is your fish. All right. So okay, Cai Sao. Yeah, right. You can type your questions here, or you can open your mic and ask. No problem. Right, I'm waiting. If
Sir,
if the
Sir
JB,
Bobby.
yeah, right, yeah.
Yes, sir. One question. Here we have the best in trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have this, usually here, very common that veil tail wins.
Relative, yeah.
Yeah. In best in trial,
Yeah.
I have observed this one.
Yes.
Against Dombo, CTPK, or AOT. No? My question is, in your experience as a judge, how do you select these categories to choose the best in trial?
The VLT is actually in the handbook. It's already is a written standard there. Except double tail VLT. Then you'll be having a problem. That's why I saw the JB chair stated there in the handbooks that they actually refer to the double tail harpoon. They fight with the double tail harpoon. So I think that's very sorry to that fish lah. So how to fight with the double tail harpoon? I don't know. it's kind of like very, very hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So against against that, I don't really encourage you to go for that now. To fight with the double tail harpoon. That's why I encourage organizers try to open. Yeah, you try to open the so-called the trial. Why you want the trial? Trial means that we need to get it try and try. And if this fish keeps showing in the show, then we have to focus. We have to show. We have to do something on it. Yeah, because why? We need to judge the fish, right? When we judge the fish, we must get the mutual understanding. We have to understand the fish, the trait more. Then normally it will follow up with the written standard after that. More discussion and written standard after that. So this is the function of trial. You see, so it's a process. It's kind of a process, and we get it as a sometimes it's not so popular, but you have it. Why not? Just give it a try. Give the fish a chance. Do a justice in the show. Yeah. Sometimes you win. Sometimes I can tell you you win in the show. For example, for the class like this, and sometimes I can tell you it's not because the fish are super perfect or super what, but it's kind of like you just get the chance and you get the so-called you grab the chance. Because why? Sometimes you see for example in Malaysia, officially we have 3 placing. Yeah, in the sanction show, IBC sanction show, officially we have 3 placings, but you try to get it to 6 placing for you. 6 placing means 3 official placings and 3 will be sponsor placing. The placing by the sponsor. So the placing 1 to 6, 6 fish and more fish to win in the show. This is kind of like motivate the players to go, don't be ashamed of your fish and try. Throughout my experience of judging, sometimes no such thing like, the fish are always, the classes always with exceptional quality, etc. Some of the fishes I look at it is, we actually having trouble to trouble of having no choice. You get what I mean? So let's say that particular class only has 6 fish, except if no DQ means all the fish will have that placings secure. Okay. So this is what happening since in Malaysia, the sanction shows, coming sanction show, yeah. So last question, my Ipoy, yeah. Let's go on double tail, crown tail, plakat. We'll have separate for, is it a CT, or I read in the handbook, double tail, crown tail will be judged as CT. Please correct me. Okay, yeah. That's for long fin. That's for long fin, yeah, Ipoy. Double tail, crown tail, long fin. Yeah, long fin. Yeah. Again, I tell you, again, because why? This happened, Ipoy. This happened because the organizer don't provide any trial classes. This is the thing that we can't do much, but the JB have to discuss more on this. I don't know, but because he, according to the information from JB, where the optional class also we cannot change it. But again, the organizer always can do something like you can do something, yeah, by the sponsor, yeah, the special award or special classes to award those such innovative breeders, so their effort, their hard work can be paid off, yeah. Otherwise, we don't have any much evolutions on the new betta traits in this market, yeah. So actually, if no trial for you, no trial classes, then very sorry that you have to go and fight with the CT, yeah. If let's say you're CTPK, double tail CTPK, yeah. Again, you have to go for it. You have to go, but if you are trying, then you can try. You can put in under the trial, because in under the trials, it will be better for you, lah. Yeah, but again, you try to get the core understanding, the basic understanding. Yeah, let's say it's a short fin. The webbing reduction is no longer 1/3. Is quarter. Yeah, the webbing reduction is actually 1/4. Yeah, 1/4 or quarter. Yeah, so it's followed like the female. And again, you have to look at the anal fins also, whether your fish is a symmetrical form or asymmetrical form. It's an asymmetrical form, make sure it's in the trapezoid shapes. Yeah, it's not rectangular, etc. Then again, if you're in a not so the slope, etc., not strong, etc., don't worry, you can still fight it. Yeah, because all fish got faults. Don't worry about it. Yeah, just keep trying lah. Yeah, keep trying. And again, here we try to help you to understand your fish more. You want next time in the next show, next sessions, you want to show your fish, and we can try to explain your fish in a better form where you need to improve it. No problem. You can share it. No problem. Yep. Okay. Yeah, a lot of trial, right? Okay. For example, yeah, it's sometimes you know we judging this trial. A lot of this, I need to explain to you guys. A lot of those core understanding. The core understanding. What is core understanding? The basic understanding you have to be there. Yeah, you don't jump to the so-called the alien understanding. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble. Yeah, one, you get a lot of trouble. Secondly, you can hardly synchronize your your communication with other judge. So the core understanding is still very we still very important. Let's say just I mentioned the color variations. Last time I showed it session with the trial. The trial, for example, the AOC, they see, you see, and we only adjust it on the more on the distributions, etc. But the thing is still follow the color contrast, the proportions, everything still control, still under, still on the same basic rules. You see, even though the IBC inside there, there's no such thing or written, but we get the initiative, our own initiative to talk to communicate with other judge and do with the same basic mutual understanding means when we judge the fish, why? It's more fair. And this we try to share with the players and you also. So to get it this understanding across, then it will create a fair, a professional environment for competing. Because why? We are based on the same understanding or same platform. So people, you have to go same like, you know, where probably we try to get it written now, written even though it has not been approved by the IBC yet or etc. We do it in advance. Yeah. Again, you may ask me, why you do this? Why you do that? Even though IBC don't approve or what. You cannot everything wait for IBC. You see, they make the changes once a year. They have to, you know, debate all globally. They had to get they had to get so-called area A, area 2, area 1, area 2, area 6, area 7, all across all the area. All right. Not so easy, man. You have to get all people and vote for it. It's too slow for Area 6. I can tell you it's too slow. This process has been too slow, proven too slow for Area 6 because the genius like you guys make the new trades progress so fast. So we had to cope with it. Yeah. So we take our own initiative, do it first. Yeah. Do the first, get the understanding, but we don't run away with the core understanding. It's still there. But we get this, why? To encourage people to get it done. Get it done. The new thing, get it done. Get it done first. Yeah. But we have the formula for you. Yeah. So regarding the AOC, etc., and also the form variation that we also getting try to get it done also. Yeah. And this is why we say the collaborations, this kind of webinars is so important because we want to send the message across to everyone. Yeah. So this is why again, I talk all this, and you see why I'm doing all this in advance, although it's not in the handbook. Don't forget. I told you before. Why? The objective of the handbook. What is the objective of the IBC handbooks? I can tell you. Try to reduce the subjective judgment, right? Try to minimize the subjective judgment. Yeah, we take that advanced step for you, proactive step. If possible, we want to take the proactive step. Yeah, that's why if we do this, we send the message across, then we reduce the subjective judgment, especially in this trial. Because so many unknown traits, so many varieties, etc. Just like you mentioned, you send that question, right? So that's important that we try to reduce the subjective judgment. Yeah, that's why when the subjective judgment has been reduced, then the thing can go to the more professional or more transparent step ahead. Yeah, so this is a kind of importance to us, and so-called so-called the next future things. Yeah, even we do for whatever we do in the future, even not in the handbook, etc. But basically, the core understanding still the same. The objective still the same. Yeah, stick to these few objective and few judgmental decision. Like we talk about this. You know, you never come and go far beyond or something. You know, that's why I don't talk aliens to you, alien language to you. So you don't understand. Me myself also confused. Yeah. So we try to send this a core understanding so people can get it, you know, synchronize the understanding later, get the frequency closer. Yeah. All right. So I'm checking any question that I missed. 财少财 Okay, so again, we encourage you to go to the most important to recognize your fish. In this process to recognize your fish, the best way is you also need to label it. Yeah, you need to label it, highlight it faster. Sometimes, you know, when the entries has been too overwhelming, yeah, people may miss, overlook, etc. We don't want this to happen. Although it seldom happens, but I can tell you, you label your fish is kind of advantage for you, for yourself. Yeah, advantage. So, so-called today, the trial is maybe open. The trial class maybe for the form variation is open. Okay, you indicated open class. When in open class, we see it. Oh, this time we got 6 fish. We got 6 fish of, just now you say, double tail or cow tail, short fin double tail cow tail. We got 6 fish. Oh, in the future, we may encourage the organizer to open a subclass, a class for the trial. Maybe the form variation, under the form variation, we have the CTPK, double CTPK, etc. Yeah, when they have enough number. So this is a process, you see, the process of having that. And also you can highlight it, you know, it's kind of like, you know, when you go into this, a lot of players want to get into the competition and get recognized for what? Yeah, don't tell me it's just, no, sometimes, yeah, people, there's a few objectives, right? One, marketing. You get your fish recognized. Yeah, your exposure to others, to the market. Yeah, especially when your fish won. Second thing is proof that your fish is something that has been, you know, not only recognized, has been recognized in advance by the judge. Yeah, it's a step by step, so you have to get it involved step by step. Yeah, so this is today, I think a today webinar. And any things here that you want to know, and you can let my teams to know, then we will do a seminar for you, webinar for you. And for your info, that IBC Sanction Show is going to start soon in Malaysia. Every month we have at least one sanction show in Malaysia every month, yeah, and that's excluding the local show and online shows. Yeah, we have plenty of shows, and it's all based on IBC. Yeah, it's not all, yeah, but it's not all, but it's a lot online show and local show based on IBC one. Yeah, you have to look at some of the show not IBC. That's we can't comment much. For those IBC, you always can ask. Then we have to put it in a special case, and we break it down. And sometimes we break it down a lot more than the sanction show. Why? Just like what I explained to you just now. Yeah, we encourage people to do and go born beyond, and be innovative and open up. And open up those trade, and of course we need to get it done in the near future, and more discussion with the IBC judge, other IBC judge. For normally for Malaysian sites, I think no problem, because for overseas, that's why we now go for beyond Malaysia, where we go for the collaborations, yeah, to send the knowledge, or sharing knowledge, or synchronize our understandings. Yeah. So this has to be done. Any more, guys? Let me know. Yeah. Okay, this is the online shows. There's a few organizers here. I think they are here, right? There's one by Cake, by Kim V, etc. And maybe I want to show you also, yeah. Since we have a little bit of time, so I'm trying to show you the. I'm not sure I can show it long, but I'll try.
Sir Bobby, we're willing to help and promote the online show here in the Philippines.
Yeah, Philippines, yeah. Philippine sites, are you ready to, do you have the system to run the online show, etc.? If you don't have, you can collaborate with us. Yeah, we can support you. Okay? You run, yeah.
Contacted Mr. Quick, and I will try to understand this out.
Yeah, that's why I say collaboration, you see. So Indonesia, in Philippine side, and also we need, I think Kate, the organizer will contact you. I want to introduce John here. John, yeah. We can have a so-called a handler and transshipper, where the trophies, everything, and we send to one person, then distribute, domestically within the Philippines later on. Yeah. That will be, I think, will be a more economical.
Yeah, sure. Because I have teammates here, Mr. Epoy, and Mr. Nick. So we can
same later on. If you do it in the Philippines, then we do it the same thing. You send it to us, our handler, transshipper, then we distribute here. Same.
Yeah. I think many guys would like to join, because we've observed last time you have a very nice trophy.
Yeah.
And of course, the online judging was very good.
Yes. And the best thing is that we, after the judging, we normally give a review session.
Yeah.
The review, then we explain why the fish win, etc. Yeah, and what has been fought, etc. Yeah, has been in the comb right now, right? It's a different. We taking the step more in a so-called, try to make it as transparent as possible.
Yeah. So in your entries, are you sending it via Google Drive or Telegram?
Yeah, Google Drive. Yeah, just send to Google Drive. Yeah.
My problem is just in the conversion of the registration fee from Philippine peso to RM. But we'll try to check the PayPal. If it's in auto conversion, then we'll have no problem with the payments.
Oh, okay. The payment side, you can choose whether it's by PayPal or Western Union.
Okay.
If PayPal, normally the rate is not so nice, very, very high. I think the rate is, they are kind of expensive. So Western Union will be more fair, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we have here some transshippers we can contact, yeah, for the just in case if there's
Yes, yes, yes. Right now, so I'm not very sure about what happenings. But I did queries on the JB side, lah, JB side. But Area 6 seems like no sanction show, online sanction show. If in the future, let's say we have the online sanction show, I find it is very, very helpful to, especially to the Philippine side because to my understanding, the Philippine side, most of the chapters are not active.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
there's no chance to be an apprentice judge here, because
yes. That's why we feel sorry and we try to help. We think and try to help. And no matter what, you guys can still joining the webinar here. And also, Malaysia going to open end of this year.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
why
foreigner.
we
Yeah,
appreciate the best chapter for these webinars for IBC members. It helps a lot, and we learned a lot from here.
yeah. So we try to help. We try to help everyone's. Uh, so Philippine side, yeah, you always because if you want to come, normally we try to encourage you come in doing a lot of things, because it's so far away and expensive, and if you want to come. And of course, another way is we encourage you to form a chapter there with your friend. You form a chapter first, then
Yes,
see how far we can help you.
sure.
Uh, yeah, in the future, let's say you run on an online show, you start with the online show, etc. Get yourself guys familiar with standards, etc. Then you can invite us to be your judge in the near future. You see, yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll do that.
yeah,
We are already 3 members, so I think we only need 2 more to
yeah.
or apply for a new chapter.
Yes, yeah. And based on my information, is actually a lot of IBC members, no, in Philippines. And let's say you want the senior side, senior people to join you guys or guide you guys. I can introduce you.
Oh,
Yeah. For example, Mark Lester. Mark Lester is a very senior he's a former senior judge in IBC, but
uh-huh.
he left IBC for some, I think, quite, I don't know, few years. But he certainly know about IBC and the knowledge, experience, still there. So maybe I can introduce him. He's a very nice guy. Philippines, most of the guys are super friendly, ma. Yeah, you guys are super friendly, I know. So he's one of the guys that which is very, very helpful, especially to the new beginners.
Uh-huh.
Very passionate. So I
That
can
that
introduce him.
would be great, sir.
Have you heard about him before, Mark Lester?
No, sir, no.
No,
I
yeah. Never
already
mind. Next time maybe I can send some message to you. His profile, FB profile, or the contact details. His first show in Malaysia last time. In my show. Yeah. So that's why I also been to Philippines few times, I think. I'm quite familiar with Philippines peoples and players there. Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. In fact, my first show in Davao.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was
Durian.
in Davao. Yeah.
You've ate
Af-
durian.
yeah. All right.
All
So
right.
can I know what is wow factor? LKS the question. Leave no man behind. Captain Jack Sparrow. uh, wow factor. I don't know. Wow. Then it's a wow. It's a wow. That's why I'm not very sure. Some some of the organizers look for wow things. So it's kind of confusing. But I don't want to teach wrong thing to you guys and confuse you guys. Okay, Rob. Yeah. So you mentioned the wow factors. Is wow for you? Maybe it's not wow for me. Then yeah, you are right. You can say it's subjective. Yeah, because there's no definition for a specification for wow. Again, I think the question we have finished answer all the questions, and again, I find it's a lot of people want to know more, want the webinar to be done more regularly, especially the Malay side, which is we have a Bahasa Melayu here. I think I think the feedbacks have been stating that has not been done enough for the Bahasa Melayu versions webinars. So we try, yeah, we will try, yeah. BI, the English, also we're going to do it more. And against any topics that you want, yeah, let's say you want to raise it, yeah. Any question, any webinar you are interested, forward to us, let us know. Then at the back, put in bracket, in English or Bahasa Melayu, yeah, or the Chinese one. You want the Chinese one, Chinese version also, no problem. I can do it. Just provided one things. We have to do it maybe in the different sessions, yeah. Otherwise, people come in and they will get confused. One, and they don't know what I'm speaking about. Yeah, talking about. All right, guys. So that's all for the trial. Yeah, and trial is actually very, very interesting because it's a lot. It involves a lot of new things inside there. I can tell you, I'm actually as excited as the player because why? It's also a new thing to me sometimes, So I need to scratch my head how to go about it, how to judge, how to do about it. It's a kind of challenge to us. Yeah. So you want to send the challenge to the judge? Okay, I always accept it. Yeah. Your challenge is accepted. So that's why you send those fish to us. Because we all here what? We all here learning. Yeah, we all want to learn. Not only you want to learn, myself, I want to learn also. Yeah. Gradis, the next sessions, Gradis want to do it on the photography and videography. Why? Because we have the online show. So maybe it's helpful. Yeah, it's very, very helpful to the participants how to take a good picture, good videography. Yeah. In case when after you she share the things also you can feedback. Yeah. I think here a lot of so-called pro. Khairul also pro. Pak Muyadi also pro. A lot of pro. I know they're very good at photography and videography. So we be doing a lot of sharing on that also. That's more on technicals, not only but related yeah, to the when you cut down the fried foods on the compound note getting 6 degrees. Or yeah, or they talk about the sickness. That's why I don't understand. Sometimes I need to catch what they are saying. At least more pro than me, right, Karu? Better, next I will be an audience. I don't speak. Okay. Oh, there's a request on the Chinese, yeah. Request on the Chinese. Chinese, we probably will do it in the future, but now the Chinese, because we don't have enough audience yet, and the Chinese versions, actually, I'm waiting for the feedback from Area 3, because Area 3, a lot of these so-called the Chinese audience, they want it to be done in Chinese. They don't understand English. They can't really understand. So don't worry, you try, yeah. Because here, why we're doing this is, collaborations. We want to help each others, yeah, and we want to learn from each other, yeah. Don't worry, it's all about friendship here, yeah. So that's why I'm talk to you about, I talk to you, I share about you, and sometimes, especially during the show, etc. People know me, so I don't use the seniority to bully people. Yeah, there's there's a big no. Yeah, we all hear about friendships. Try to share as much possible. Probably, I know a little bit more, then I share it to you. Then next topic, you see photography, videography. You know more than me. Then okay, I better leave it to you, and I learn from you. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think that's all for tonight. And anything else you want us to highlight, or we try to do it more sessions, yeah? Because soon or later, we find a lot of things to share also, a lot of topics to cover. So if once a week not enough, probably twice a week, and we're going to see this going to expand soon and more in the future. Yeah. And again, we encourage you to share with us also. Next time, for example, you want to share, what is happening probably in the Philippines, in Indonesia, special things about that. You can share with us. And also, we want to talk to you more. Yeah. Currently, we're going to share more on the cooperation with the Indonesian side. I can tell you, on Indonesian side, they're very, very good in those. Just like I mentioned, the new trades, right? New trades, new colors, and because why? They have super big number of breeders, and they also have a lot of crazy breeders. Yeah. Just last session, you see the collaboration with the Indonesian side. You know what the judge showed us? The fish, like goldfish, the betta with big eyes. Like goldfish, yeah. You see this kind of new trade, and what even make it more exciting, the fish actually break through. So these kind of things, yeah, we will talk about it, yeah. And of course, with the Indonesian side, I think we do it more in the Bahasa, yeah, in the Bahasa. So okay, we will see you in the next sessions, and put up the poster soon. And all right, guys, see you guys. Good night.